There we go. The right thing. There we go. Oh, it's got Hullet. Centre forward Hullet as well. And he didn't start him. Wow.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Well, Jim, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Yaya Toure. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Bellingham! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this is Neymar, and he is dashing away. Neymar couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Van der Sar comes out and deals with it. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Romario. And this is Messi. No, that's been intercepted. Yaya Toure. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now it's Neymar. Romario. Shot at goal! Goal! Celtic! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
The first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's played in here. And it's been hooked away. Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. This is Dembele.
Liverpool really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Neymar gets on his bike and on the move. Didn't quite work for him. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Neymar. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Neymar. Maldini has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And here's Messi. Now, can they get him away? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold has it in. Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Oh, it's hit the post! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pirlo. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Yaya Toure. Mbappe. And this is Yaya Toure. Romario looking understandably energised after his goal. Celtic do have a chance to counter here. Good ball, good take. Oh, good spread. That could spell trouble. Suarez chasing after it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And this is Luis Suarez! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Oh, great leap! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Lahm. Messi. Mateus. Maldini. Great vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Rijkaard. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Spread neatly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's not got that quite right. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Liverpool come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. We're on the move again.
Liverpool really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. He's foolish header! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In again. And he thumps it clear. Rijkaard. And Alexander-Arnold aims beyond the defence. It's Dembele! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Delivers the ball. Maldini gets it clear. That has not gone well. Liverpool have it back and can go again. Applies the finish! And he was quick to react. And it's Bellingham. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Vieira makes the interception. Mbappe being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's going wide left. Threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass. Alexander-Arnold. He's going for goal! That's a fair try, but just off target.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Shot could be on. Goes for a shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, it's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's got his cross in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Neymar. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. That has been cut short. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Swings in across, and he was alert to it. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Dembele. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus, he has found a way through.
Celtic surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
What a throw in. So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that's definitely not his best. Well, that pass isn't the best. Toure does really well to win the ball there. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's destined for the flank. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Number 14.
And it's Lam. Oh, super find.
Number 6.
He's found the way through.
Lamine Yamal.
Chance to deliver.
Number 17.
Rijkaard
Steven
could
Gerrard.
move up a gear here. Now it's Diaz. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Diaz. Yaya Toure. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Defending of the desperate variety. He shifted it to the flank. And this is Yaya Toure. Might be danger here.
Liverpool really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is Bale.
2 added minutes
That is a
have
great
been
pick out.
indicated.
Robertson. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, super ball. Dembele is the guilty party there. Yamal. And that has left him in a heap. He's shifting through the gears here. Gerrard has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those
Hello,
with a
everyone.
vested interest.
In case of an emergency, please make
Your
sure
reflections
you follow
then,
the
Jim.
instructions
Liverpool
from the security
just
personnel.
couldn't.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is, of
today's
course,
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force.
He's rising! Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him, looking to play him in. O'Reilly. And it's O'Reilly. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tchouameni. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. And it's Luis Suarez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played over towards the opposite flank. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's fabulous. He's gone for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Machida Zelvia have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cannavaro does well to get it back. Vinicius Junior. Tchouameni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Totti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, nicely intercepted. Could be danger here, and he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. Robertson receives it in a wide position. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Dembele. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Luis Suarez. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Big chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Goes for goal! But he's left disappointed.
Desai really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Oh, he's bust, real chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
No goals as yet. And it's Bellingham. And this is Dembele. He'll try from distance! And he couldn't finish.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Timber. Almost half an hour in now. And here's Suarez. Totti. Oh, they could break here. Well read, nice interception. Over to the right flank. Machida Selvia are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Vinicius Junior with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Luis Suarez! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Takes a shot! Suarez going after that. Yaya Toure, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack.
There they go, hunting again.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Totti. Now it's Aguero. And that's another good win of the ball. Liverpool leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And this is Dembele. Luis Suarez.
2 minutes have been indicated.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. O'Reilly is in a really good position out wide. He leaps for it! And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Liverpool really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Liverpool are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play. Quickly taken. And here's Totti. Totti touches it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Vinicius Junior gets flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. What a throw in. Timber. And it's been given away. Vinicius Junior. Yaya Toure. Totti. Now it's Ndiaye. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. O'Reilly. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Spread to the right. And he's forced to go back. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. Liverpool just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Chouameni. Yaya Toure. Now it's Totti. Tries to pass it through. He has found the way through. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking for the run. This looks promising. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Here comes terrific effort! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Aguero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Stood up well to him there. And he's played it back. Bellingham. Bellingham powering forward here. Lewis Suarez. Decent chance! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Robertson. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Bellingham. Threads one in. Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Machida Zelvia. Number
Corner
19.
number 2 then.
Sergio Aguero. Number 13.
Towering header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Number 18. Kylian Mbappe. Number 14.
Machida Zelvia have the chance to go the other way. That looks a good ball through. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Machida Zelvia appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
He's onside. He's found a way through. Ndiaye. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is good alertness.
Machida Zelvia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
It's Dembele! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Zakaria deals with that comfortably. Scholes. Now it's Totti. Oh, well measured. Always goal side. Mbappe. And the finish! And that could have brought them level.
Now, that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Impressive jump. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. Now that's well seen too. Now he's off and running. Ferdinand.
Liverpool have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Timber spots it and intercepts. Now it's Totti.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Ndiaye. Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe. Chance, surely! And no mistake. We thought they were done, but never say never. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what the...
Luis Suarez! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Goal scorer for Liverpool, number 21.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Luis Suarez.
And And yes, it's him again.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages...
Mbappe! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
And it's Luis Suarez looking for the run. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Suarez. Can he get on the end of this? Tries a shot! Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that was asking for too much. Mbappe finding himself in space, and that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Saka. Edwin van der Sar, such a calm, composed keeper.
He is one of the first sweeper keepers, Peter.
And the shot! Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Luis Suarez. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Ødegaard, he's got away. Ødegaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's managed to gift it back. Robertson. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Takes a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bellingham can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. This is a promising build-up. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
That was lovely, that.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Suarez. Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! Great effort, but no way through. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Bellingham. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Now here's the delivery. Getting up there! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Bellingham. Dembele!
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Arsenal are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Dembele gets into a good position. And this is Luis Suarez. Big chance! Goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Luis Suarez.
Liverpool have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And a chance! Caught offside that time. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Timber. And now the breakaway. He's a sharp little ball here. Gabriel cuts it out. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
2 added minutes have been
Tries to play it
indicated.
through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Saka. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Liverpool leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Away we go again. Liverpool currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Ødegaard tries to pass it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He won't be happy with that one. Saka! Saka! Oh, good finish! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gabriel gets a foot in here. Short changes him with that pass. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now, can they get him away? Bellingham. Dembele in acres of space out wide. Oh, important interception. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Martinelli. Ødegaard. Ødegaard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It's Dembele! Ødegaard. Bruno Guimaraes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's intervened well there. Martinelli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's the keeper's ball. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Robertson. He's being urged to shoot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And for a moment, time stood still. Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Bruno Guimaraes, Martinelli, and it's Ødegaard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Ødegaard. He has found the way through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, no joy this time. Alexander-Arnold, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Gabriel. And it's Zubimendi. Ødegaard. That's rather hopeful. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
Well, the two
Martin
coaches
Ødegaard.
are signalling changes
Number
here, both at the
29.
same time.
Kai Havertz, number 11. Gabriel
Robertson
Martinelli,
is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Bukayo Saka,
Desai
Number
spots
36.
it and
Martin
intercepts.
Zubimendi, coming on the field. Number 22, Eberechi Eze, number 14. Victor
Oh, red,
Gyökeres,
nice interception.
number 17.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Yaya Toure. That's good running with the ball. Gyökeres. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Gyökeres is offering a right smile there.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Yamal. Gyökeres. Gyökeres! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Signore e signori, benvenuti
Well,
all'incontro
football is,
di
of course,
oggi tra-
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter,
He's having a shot! And here's the chance to counter. Showing great feet there. Mohamed Salah! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Oh, that's superb.
This game could flip on just how well Trent Alexander-Arnold can combine with his attack. I mean, so much depends on his ability to deliver absolute quality.
And he started his career in central midfield, of course.
Yeah, a position some say he should go back to accommodate the fact that he is always in the opposition half, something that has been experimentally done with varying degrees of success.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
It's Rooney! And that was probably asking just too much. Referee's given a throw. Dembele might just make this. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that looks a decent ball. Liverpool yet to have an attempt on goal. Ronaldinho.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's played through for him. Alexander-Arnold. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Bellingham. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out.
Milan always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rooney! Rooney! Oh, it's hit the post! Bellingham. Rijkaard. And it's Yaya Toure. Almost half an hour in now. And here's Suarez. Passes short and sharp. Dembele. And he's straight offside. Well, they could break here. That has been cut short. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. He's shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race, and again! No, just not quite. Yaya Toure. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Real chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Dembele. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Rooney. Now it's Pele. He has found the way through. Takes a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yaya Toure, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Out for a throw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Luis Suarez. Rijkaard. Oh, it's Dembele. No, again there's no way through. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Liverpool finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Yaya Toure. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Rooney. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And this is... It's Salah! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Robertson makes a dash for it. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. And here's Mbappe. Can he get onto this? Terrific effort! He will be livid with himself. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he plays one through. Oh, he's all alone. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. There will be a throw-in. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. Time and again they are repelled. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now Pele! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now it's Pele. Pele charging forward, the ball at his feet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Yaya Toure.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mohamed Salah. Ah, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Great defending, strong and determined. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Pele. He's found a way through. And this is Rooney. He's got away. Oh, well played. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Milan are having a ball here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Dembele. Aimed beyond the defence. And they're back on the ball again. Knocks it into space. Now it's Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Rooney. There's the shot! Brought out the best in the keeper. No, that's been intercepted. Robertson. Yaya Toure. Tries to play it through. And he's in on goal. And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. They are getting horribly bullied. And it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
It's Salah! He's kept it out. That's a great save. Tries to pass it through. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that is that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. This venue, of course, one of the great citadels to the game in a land where football really is everything. The mighty Morumbis. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference? Could be danger here. Oh, it's come loose. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Thuram. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And this is Pele. Pele charging forward, the ball at his feet. Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. The cross. Gerrard. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Luis Suarez. It's Bellingham. Yaya Toure. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And claimed it back swiftly. Now that's well seen too. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Pass somewhat off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Romania clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And he was quick to react. Luis Suarez! Goal! Romania! And they're back in front. You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, this is what we've been waiting. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Gerrard goes short, takes a shot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, well played. And now a sudden chance to counter. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's Luis Suarez! He's got a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So again, good chance here! That's got him rattled. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard. Oh no, this does not look good. Suarez finds himself offside. And it's Messi. And here's Suarez. Now it's Pelé. Yaya Toure. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it out wide. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Here it is, crossed in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Suarez is onto it in a flash. And that pass just didn't quite work. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's well spotted. That has ended up in no man's land. Dembele, can he get it through? He's shifting through the gears here. And he scores! No, flags up on the far side.
Yeah, spot on, although he takes issue with that.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. And it's Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And the referee has blown for half-time. Liverpool are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And so we're off again. Oh, it's Dembele. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold gets flagged offside. He's not got that quite right. Oh, good-looking ball. That is good alertness. Gattuso. Well, that pass isn't the best. nicely intercepted. Oh, and the finish! And a neat finish! And the comeback is complete! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Romania dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pele really applies the finish! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Maldini picks it up from the goal kick. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bellingham. And this is Dembele. Cannava, little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Substituição no time da Romênia.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Camisa 14.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Camisa 6.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham has the space to scheme. And Diai knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. And this is Luis Suarez. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Played into space. Now it's Ndiaye. And it's lofted through here. Now it's Bellingham, and he's being shifted off it. Looking for the run. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Bellingham. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's straight offside. Oh, it's played it. Shapes to shoot! Just 5 minutes left. And they're back on the ball again. No foul, says the referee. Desai, very much a man of this moment. Oh, good spread.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he had to make that, and he
Teremos
did make it.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, it's Dembele. Maldini eases him off the ball. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Threads one in.
Substituição no time da Romênia. Camisa 9. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 18.
Romania have reclaimed it. Undiai. Pass is just off target. The end. Time is up. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real
Liverpool.
expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Koundé spots it and intercepts. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's worked it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Liverpool clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That has been cut short. And here's Azar. Luis Suarez. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Robertson picks it up out wide. Ah, he's given it away. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Rice, looking to play him in. Both sides exercising caution for now. And it's Bellingham. It's a good foot in there. It'll be a throw-in. Desai. First quarter of an hour gone. Now that's well seen too.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Mbappe. Gavi. Cannavaro. It's a searching pass. That looks a good ball through. That's the keeper's ball. And it's Yaya Toure. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here?
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gavi. Cannavaro. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's Rooney!
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Nicely spread. Space for him to turn and look. He's got away. Dembele! And he's following up. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Gavi. Can he get it through? Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Hazard. Suarez receives it in a good position here. Alexander-Arnold. Cannavaro. Now he's off and running. And no, that was never going to make it. This is a promising build-up. And this is Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, super find. Rooney. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's only too happy to take that back. Here's Cannavaro. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Bellingham. And he is dashing away. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Cannavaro. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's looking wide. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Here it is, crossed in. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Bellingham. Luis Suarez. Now it's Rooney. That's been slipped through. And it's Hazard. There's the shot! Goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
Number 17.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple.
And that is indeed the final act. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Liverpool currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Away we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Toure did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And Yaya Toure! It's off target and by quite a way.
Liverpool really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Lewis Skelly. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Lewis Skelly. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Could move up a gear here. Good ball over the top. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Searching pass he's played there. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Knocks it into space. He can run onto that. Just a Bellingham! Nicely aimed pass. Desai promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's intervened well there. Over to the right flank. That's a good ball. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner.
Liverpool really are good.
He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Hazard. And it's Bellingham. And this is Yaya Toure. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And there's the shot! That'll be a throw. That could spell trouble. Great chance! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come!
The goal scorer for Liverpool.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Suarez demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Luis Suarez.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's in a great position here. The Netherlands needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
They want to be quick to recover this. And another try! Now that is commitment to the cause. This is their second corner of the game. Donnarumma needs a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Rooney.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Luis Suarez. Distributed tidily.
Substitution for Liverpool, number 21, Luis Suarez. Number 11,
Messi.
Kylian Mbappe.
Lovely
Number
pass,
15,
but can he get there?
Ousmane Dembele. Number 8,
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
coming on
Listen, the
field.
fans haven't given up
Number
on
10,
this by any means.
Marco
They still
Rossi.
believe it can be won.
Number 14,
He is through here.
Luis
So
Diaz.
much time and space here.
Number 6,
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up
number
again.
17,
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on. And Yaya Toure! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Yaya Toure clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
The final 5 minutes. Tries to play it through. He has a look up.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been charged, surely! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
The Netherlands look like they've won it. Shoots! He's got a goal! And right near the end, we have parity. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So all square with all... And that's that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your reflections then, Jim?
Liverpool can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.